Ramblin' Roads, West Temple.
Going if we can get these kids up here to quiet down. They're having way too much. They're having what? Yes. Yeah, it was the treats they were giving us. I think we're on a sugar high up here. My name is Steve Handy. I'm the chair this year of the Utah Department of Alcohol Beverage Services. This is our monthly commission meeting on Thursday, February 27th, 2025 in the Multi-Agency State Office Building in Salt Lake City. It's 10 a.m., just a little afterwards. We know that Commissioner Owens is on her way. There's an accident on the, thank you. She's going to be virtual. Thank you, Commissioner. That'll be fine. So we're going to start here with our Pledge of Allegiance. This will be given to us and directed by Mr. Brian Swan. He's the Deputy Director, Legal and Regulatory Affairs. And if you'd like to stand, and he will guide us. Brian, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Brian joined the commission here just about 30 days ago. This is his second commission meeting, so we're grateful to have you on board. I wanted to, as I like to do, just introduce my fellow commissioners. To my right is Jennifer Terrazon, our vice chair. We have then Commissioner Jacqueline Orton. Also with us, Commissioner Owens, we were just notified, will be joining us virtually. We have, let's see, here also to my right is Commissioner Tennert. And to my left is our director, of course, Tiffany Clayson, and then Commissioner Taratui and Commissioner Tom Jacobson. So we welcome you. I'd like to introduce the staff here at our great Department of Alcohol Beverage Services. We have to my far right, Vicki Ashby, who is the Executive Assistant of the Commission and the Executive Director. Let's see, Tracy's not here. Doug Murakami is our Alcohol Education Director. We'll be hearing from him. Mr. Todd Darrington, our Finance Director, will be hearing from him. To my left again is Tiffany Clayson, our Executive Director. We have, let's see, and Kate has moved seats here. Kate Meyer, our Deputy Director. Here to the left is Jeremy Summerlath, the Licensing and Compliance Division Director. Sam McHenry, to the far right, to the far left is our Assistant Attorney General, and again, Mr. Brian Swan, Deputy Director of Legal and Regulatory Affairs. In our audience, we have, I don't see Michelle today, huh? Is she coming?
She's virtual.
She's virtual. Hello, Michelle. Michelle Schmidt, our Communications Director, is virtual. We have Rob Hansen, Training Program Manager. Stephanie Hansen, the Off-Premise Program Manager. Craig Ware, our On-Premise Retail Program Manager. Aaron Hinkle, hello Aaron, Violations Program Manager. Jeff Colvin, hello Jeff, the PA, Package Agency and Manufacturing Program Manager. Here providing technical support is Steve Lucero, Licensing and Compliance Specialist. So thank you for all of your help and support as we part-time commissioners wheel in here and are prepared to conduct the state's business. Just a notification that our March meeting on the 27th will be here in the multi-agency state office building. But on Thursday, April 24th, to make note of, please, that we're going to go remote. We're going to go to Ogden City and meet in their council chambers. And they have graciously accepted our hope, our invitation. They've extended the invitation to come and join them. So we'll be in Ogden in April. To note that those present, you've already completed, you will complete the form located in the back of the entrance of the room. We'll have audience participation, if there is any, at the end of the meeting. And those of you who will be participating virtually should have already signed up and provided the information. Then Vicki will track that for us as the meeting progresses. So let's go ahead and proceed, commissioners and staff and audience. We'll have item number 4 we're at. This is our Parents Empowered presentation from Mr. Murakami, our Alcohol Education Director. The time is yours now.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair Handy. Good morning, commissioners. If I could ask Steve if he could pull up our slide presentation. I have a few slides I wanted to present. Tisha Charlie. She is a prevention specialist for San Juan County Prevention Action Collaboration Coalition. And for many years, Parents Empowered has had a really strong relationship with this coalition. They've done some terrific work in partnership with Parents Empowered down in the San Juan County area, and particularly with the Navajo Nation down there. So just recently, we had a fantastic project put together by Tisha down at Monument Valley High School. And we asked Tisha if she would present these slides to our Parents Empowered Underage Drinking Prevention Work Group, because we thought a lot of the work she's doing down there. And I'll just mention that Tisha did this all on her own. She's familiar with the Parents Empowered partnership that we've had with them. And so she did this research and everything all by herself. We didn't have to provide her any resources. So we're really happy that she's continuing our messaging down in this area. Next slide. Oh, let's stick here for just a second. So what her project started out with was just this spin the wheel challenge for students during lunchtime at the high school. And she asked questions to the kids about family, making healthy choices, appreciation for parents and caregivers. And so she gave them little snacks for prizes for answering the questions, but great way to kind of introduce what was to come. Next slide. And then, as I mentioned, she did some research on the Parents Empowered website and came up with these 16 facts for youth and parents about underage drinking. And so some of the questions were, parents matter. Most teens say they avoid alcohol because their parents disapproved, or it's easier to have friends that don't drink alcohol, things like that. Anyhow, it was a great display. She left that up for about a week just for the parents to kind of read and wonder what was coming. Next slide. And then she had the students create their own custom thank you card to their caregiver. And the purpose was for students to acknowledge the importance of parental guidance. And this is the part that we really liked. I mean, obviously, the message is getting through to kids, but if parents are engaged, that's what makes all the difference. And in prevention, one of the things that they look at and try, and their goals are, is to reduce risk and increase protective factors with domains like school, family, peer and individual, and community. Tisha really understands the importance of covering those areas and connecting those two together. Next slide. So at Monument Valley High School, they have a junior high, and it's all in the same building. So she was able to get junior high students as well as high school students to participate. Next slide. And then she said she was able to connect with students that, she said might not normally be engaged, in school activities and whatnot. Maybe they were just more socially isolated or whatever it might be, but they really enjoyed making these custom thank you cards for their parents. Next slide. And in addition to the thank you cards, she gave letters, or kids gave letters to their parents that asked, how do you empower your child to make positive choices and to feel confident in themselves? So it's just a great project all the way around. Next slide. And again, the kids really had fun. She provided like the crafts and the fun stickers and whatnot to make these custom cards. And she also mentioned a lot of kids struggled a little bit just to, I don't know if they ever said thank you to their parent or to their caregivers. So even if it was as simple as, thanks for making a hot meal today or whatever it might be, it was true to their hearts. And so it was really powerful. Next slide. Yeah, and the other thing that she had some incentives. They could get a blanket or a hoodie or a holiday hat for participating. Next slide. Yeah, just another picture of some of the kids that got involved. Next slide. And yeah, we just wanted to thank Tisha. She does a terrific job down there. She was so excited about the participation. Obviously, she's going to try this again next year and hopefully get more students involved. But we really thank her. She really understands the importance of family, community, and keeping the kids away from alcohol. So we're proud of her down there, and we thank her for promoting Parents Empowered and underage drinking prevention. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Doug. That's a really neat report. Thank you very much. I mentioned to you coming in that we had talked about that the Tin Man commercial. I haven't seen that airing, but there's a fun radio spot out right now about you wouldn't order fish at an ice cream place or the other way around, but it's pretty clever. Watch out for the birds, right?
We've got some
Anyway,
good
listen
ones.
for that. It's very, very clever, Parents Empowered. So thank you very much.
Sure. Got some great commercials coming up as well.
Seeing no questions from commissioners, we'll move on now to our financial report from Mr. Darrington.
Thank you, Chair Handy. Good morning, commissioners. Good morning to the public. The financial report for today will cover period 7 of fiscal year 2025. This is the period of January 1st through 31 of 2025. Sales for this period were $42,920,000, and the cost of goods sold was $22,892,000, for a net revenue for this period of $20,438,000. Expenses for this period were $8,000,000 And this is an increase from fiscal year 24 to 25, primarily due to compensation. In fiscal year 24, there were 2 pay periods in January, and in fiscal year 25, there were 3. So all of this results in a healthy position financially and a return for this month to the general fund of approximately $8,086,000. Of note is in this particular period, we generated $128,442 for the Pamela Atkinson Homelessness Fund. And so a big thank you to the store staff and their continued dedication to asking those questions. Pretty simple financial report for this particular period. Are there any questions I can try to answer?
Thank you, Todd. Any questions from commissioners? Seeing none, we will appreciate your financial report and your professional expertise in this critical area. We'll now have Director Clayson provide our operations update.
Great. Thank you, Chair
And
Handy.
Deputy Meyer, Kate Meyer,
Thank you, Chair Handy, and thank you, Commission. We've got a couple of updates for you. Excited to give you an update about our Type 2 and Type 3 package agency application period. You all are well aware we've been working to provide updates, all along the way, but applications are currently being accepted for those interested in managing a package agency, specifically a Type 2 or a Type 3. We're in search of business-minded Utahns who are interested in this unique opportunity. As you all know, these package agencies are small retail liquor outlets largely located in rural Utah communities, and some of them are in heavily tourist communities. Those who operated these small liquor stores do so through a contract with the department, and they're independent contractors. So the application period closes on March 10th, so before the next commission meeting. And we do have more information for anyone that's interested, anyone who, is an entrepreneur or a small business person or who has ever thought they might like to operate as an independent package agency. We would love for them to go online. They can go to abs.utah.gov/package-agencies and learn more information about qualifications, how to apply, and obviously are welcome, and there will be contact information listed on how to reach out to the department with any follow-up questions, concerns, etc. So we're continuing to move through that process. We anticipate a lot of our current package agencies will reapply, and we're excited about that, but also want to make sure that other people know about this opportunity and have the ability to take advantage of it if they've ever wanted to. So in addition to talking about package agency, well, it might be a good opportunity. Does anyone have any questions about the package agency application period?
don't see any, Director.
Okay, great. I also wanted to let you know that we are embarking on revamping our strategic plan. So you'll know that, at the beginning of my tenure here, we have never had a published strategic plan or strategic plan. So one of the first things that we felt like it was really important to do, it was definitely a priority for Governor Cox, but also for us here at the DABS, was to have a strategic plan, specifically a multi-year strategic plan. And one of the things about a strategic plan, right? And I think all of you know this in your own professional lives or businesses or organizations that you work with. A strategic plan is only as good as how you leverage it and utilize it. And so it should never be linear. It should be circular. It should be something that you're making, you're working through it, but it's circular. So you're always revisiting, always circling back. Where are we achieving our goals and objectives? Where are we not? Where we're not, do we need to change our tactics? All of those things. So I'm really excited to tell you all, we met most, if not all of our goals in the former strategic plan. And so we're really excited to really kind of start from scratch, so to speak. And so part of that process, just like last time, we don't want to just build a plan in a silo. We will be working to workshop thoughts, ideas, and survey internally, like our workforce, because a lot of our strategic plan will need to meet the needs or think about goals and objectives related to our workforce, but externally. And so that's something that we also did last time. We'll be surveying and workshopping, industry, prevention, law enforcement, et cetera, so that we can make sure that we have a really collaborative strategic plan that will be really useful, not only for us, but for all of those people that we serve. So we're going to kick off that process soon. And our goal is to have it finalized and finished before the end of the fiscal year so that we'll be able to go into the new fiscal year with our new plan. We can build a senior leadership retreat around it, et cetera. So we'll keep you apprised all along the way, make sure that you see any versions before they're finalized, but wanted to let you know that we're undertaking that with a lot of excitement. Any questions about the strategic plan? Great. Kay, would you like to update on RHDP?
Sure, sure. Just so everyone's aware, recently the department completed a rare high demand product drawing that customers got the opportunity to purchase the Pappy Van Winkle and the Antique Collection. It's a very popular items that the people have a tremendous amount of interest in, and so we're grateful for this process. And I just wanted to take time to thank everyone who was involved in this. We thought it went really well, and we're very excited about the outcome. Wanted to make sure the commission had that update, and if you have any questions on it, I'd love to answer those if you do.
Yeah, thank you, Kate. I believe you mentioned that this was going to happen at last month's commission meeting,
Yeah.
and it has happened.
It has
Terrific.
happened. That's
And it
right.
has
It went
happened. Thank
through.
you.
That's correct.
Thank you very
It
much.
happened.
Thank you very much. Director.
I have one other update
Please.
to mention, which might be helpful to just talk about it if there's external reach from this meeting, those attending virtually or here in person. We are currently recruiting for a director position, a division director of consumer purchasing and merchandising. We currently have those teams sort of bifurcated or separate. We have a merchandising team and we have a purchasing team. And when you think purchasing, right, in government, that's normally really boring things like computers and tape and whatever, like those sorts of things. At the DABC, they're a lot more exciting. The purchasing is actually buying what you would call in retail, they're buyers, and they're buying all of the alcohol products, right? And so this is a really important team because we're relying on them from heavy beer to wine to spirits, right? To have really refined and expansive industry knowledge on what people want to drink, what the trends are saying, what's going to sell well, even if it might not be a high performer, is it premium and niche? And we know that people will want it, et cetera. So it is a really important job, especially in our space where we're the only purveyors of these products. We want to make sure that not only the general public, but the hospitality businesses that buy from us have access to products that they either need for their business or need for their lifestyle and their at-home consumership. So this is a really important job. We're excited that this director position is going to bring together those teams. Those two teams are kind of disparate at the moment. They do coordinate and work together, but they'll both kind of come together under that one position. And we want someone that we're looking for someone that has really great bona fide buying experience, preferably in a retail environment, preferably CPG, which is a retail term for consumer packaged goods. And it would even be better, right, if it's in the beverage business. So just wanted to make sure you all knew that that was live. Very important job. It is definitely a different direction where we're kind of taking that piece of things. And we hope this is going to not only be really good for us, be good for the commission, but ultimately be good for all of our customers, right? And that we'll have the right products at the right price and at the right time for them. So if anyone's interested, you can go onto the utah.gov jobs page or contact us and we'll be happy to provide a link for that recruitment and you guys can share it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that information. Excellent. We'll now move to item number 7. This is our violations. We will now be guided by our Assistant Attorney General, Sam McHenry. I should note that there are 24 items on the consent calendar. In a previous week, about a week ago, all of the commissioners were provided detailed information about those on the violation list, and we've had our two subcommittees to discuss these, and are then now prepared to hear the presentation and to take a vote. So, Sam, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, there are 24 items. They are, we have settlement agreements that have been accepted and signed. They're in place. These would be taken as a block vote unless any of the commissioners have questions on any of the 24 items, and they are ready for commission action.
Thank you very much, Sam. Any questions from commissioners? Seeing none, I think we can proceed. Well, we will need to have a roll call vote, correct? Because we have Commissioner Owens remote. So I would like to now entertain a motion for approval of the consent calendar. Commissioner Terrazon, second from Commissioner Orton. Thank you very much. We'll now have a roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Orton, Commissioner Tennert, Commissioner Terrazon, Commissioner Tui. Aye. Commissioner Jacobson, Commissioner Owens,
Aye.
Chair Handy.
Aye. Thank you very much. We'll now move to item number 8, the licensee recognitions from Director Clayson, those who have passed the Utah Public Safety inspections.
Thank you, Chair Handy. Thank you, Commission. Again, I say this each time, but I think it's important. We appreciate you making space and making room on the agenda for this each month. We think it's important because we do have operators that are working diligently and thoughtfully to have really good plans in place in respect to service safety, not only around not serving to minors, but over service and a whole host of other things. And so we appreciate that you allow us the opportunity to just bring to your attention and recognize the licensees that passed their inspections. For January 2025, we have 105 licensees listed here. And like normal, right, we can see that these inspections were from Syracuse and Clearfield. We've got Layton and Draper, West Valley City, Park City, the Sandy area, into Riverton, Salt Lake City. And they really are very diverse in terms of type of licensee or establishment. And so, again, we really appreciate our staff that work really diligently and work to be communicative with our licensees to help educate and help folks be compliant. And then we really appreciate those business owners that are day in and day out working to have the best operations they possibly can in respect to safety. So thank you for letting us recognize them, and thank you to the licensees.
That is a massive list, and we thank you for that report. That is very, very important. It's very important. We have that on our agenda for that recognition each month. We welcome Commissioner Owens. We know there was a traffic backup out there, and Commissioner Terrazon got caught in it too a little bit, so we welcome you now. We'll now go to item number 9, our consent agenda. Jerry Summerlath, our Licensing and Compliance Division Director. You have quite a number of items here, Jeremy. The time is now yours.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, Commissioners. It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Everyone's here. It's lovely. In this consent agenda, we've included the prior meeting's minutes and some, but not all, license and permit applications. We've also included the January renewal campaign results showing that 1,877 records meet statutory requirements for renewal and 58 records have elected not to renew. The consent agenda includes applications for the following types of licenses and permits: off-premise beer retailer, liquor warehouse, manufacturing, package agency, restaurant limited service, on-premise beer retailer, recreational amenity, and restaurant beer only. A special note, we will be striking number 2, Fillmore Oil, from item C, off-premise beer retailer, as the application details require further review. Would
you say again, Jeremy, which one are we striking?
Number 2 from off-premise beer retailer, Fillmore Oil.
There
New
it is, right there.
applicants.
It is struck on my agenda. Thank you.
Yeah.
Already. Thank you, Vicki. Go ahead.
Another special note, off-premise beer retailer has a license effective date of March 1st. Restaurant beer only has an effective date of March 1st. and on-premise beer retailer has a license effective date of March 1st because they've just gone through renewal process. Scarcity. So the consent agenda does not include full-service restaurant or bar establishment applicants. Those license types have historically had license scarcity, and given the need for additional discussion amongst yourselves and the applicants, those will be heard and actioned separately from the consent agenda. It's important to note that the applications for your approval on this consent agenda have been processed, vetted, and found to have met all statutory requirements. You, as a commission, have the preparation materials on their businesses and relevant requirements and have reviewed the materials and have had the opportunity to ask staff questions in subcommittee. If there's any other additional questions that I can answer now, I'm happy to do so. Otherwise, I think you're ready for a motion.
Thank you very much. Any questions? Commissioner Orton has a question, please.
Oh, I was just turning on my microphone like Vicky
Ah.
to approve or to move to approve the consent agenda.
All right,
With the notation that Fillmore oil
Yeah.
will be struck from the agenda.
That's terrific. That's great. Thank you. And a second on that, please.
Second.
Commissioner Terrazon, Vice Chair Terrazon, thank you very much. So I believe we're ready for a vote. We'll do this now with a voice vote since Commissioner Owens has joined us. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say nay, please. That is unanimous. That is passed. Thank you very much, Jeremy, for that. That's a lengthy agenda item that we discuss in depth, as you indicated, in our operations and compliance subcommittees. Now we'll ask Rob Hansen to come forward. He's our training program manager. Item number 10, the license applications items.
Good morning, Commissioners. We have 3 bar changes of ownership. We have Bodega and the Rest in Salt Lake City. We have Rooster's Beastie Brewing in Ogden, and we have Bout Time Pub and Grub in Tooele. The Tooele one is conditional. They all meet statutory requirements and are complete.
All right, excellent. It looks like we have about 2 votes here, 2 or 3 votes here. We'll just work through them, take them
Okay.
separately.
So we have, for new applications,
Go ahead.
we have the 9 bar licenses available. We have 2 applicants. We have Policy Kings Brewery, LLC in Salt Lake City. This one is conditional. They're set to open in April. And then we have Paris Social Bar in Salt Lake City. This one is complete.
Thank you very much. All right, I think we're ready for consideration. So we're going to need a motion here to approve the ownership changes for Bodega and the Rest, Roosters B Street Brewing, and Bout Time Pub and Grub in Tooele. A motion to approve, please.
Moved.
Vice Chair Terrazon, a second, please. Commissioner Jacobson, a second, please. Thank you. And now we will call for a vote. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? That passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Did we need a vote on all other applicants, or was that covered in that? We need a vote on this, correct? Thank you. So hang on a second here. So now we need to have a motion. Commissioner Tui, if you would help us with that.
Sure. I would move that we award bar licenses to Policy Kings and Paris Social Bar.
Thank you very much. A second, please.
Second.
Commissioner Terrazon, thank you very much. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Those are approved. Thank you very much. Now we will have Craig Ware, who is our on-premise retail program manager, present his items for the restaurant full service.
Thank you, Chair Handy, and good morning, Commissioners. For our restaurant full service licenses, we have a few different items. Our first section, we have some extended closures that need commission action. Number 1 is Applebee's in West Jordan. They're requesting until the March commission meeting. Also, we have Outlaws Roost in Hanksville, also requesting till the March commission meeting.
Okay, I think what we should do, then we have we need a motion on that. We'll take these separately. So we have the extended closures, correct, everyone? So we need a motion to approve the extended closures for Applebee's Outlaws Roost. Motion, please. Commissioner Orton, thank you. A second, please. Commissioner Second, from Commissioner Terrazon, thank you very much. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Nay. That passes. Now we'll have the next item, please, the change of ownership applications.
Okay, so we have a few applications for our licenses changes of ownership. If you notice, items 1 through 5 are Red Lobster establishments here in Utah. They have gone through a change of ownership. The purchase agreement is September 5th of 2024. Also, number 6, we have the Break Sports Grill in Salt Lake City. The purchase agreement of November 11th, 2024. And item number 7 is Bountiful Wingers in Bountiful, purchase agreement of November 26, 2024. And that one is conditional just for a business license exchange. Those 7 items, they do meet statutory requirements for the change of ownership applications.
Thank you very much. Any questions for Craig? Seeing none, we'll now move to a motion to approve the ownership changes for Red Lobster St. George, Red Lobster Orem, Red Lobster Salt Lake City, Red Lobster Murray, Red Lobster Layton, and the Break Sports Grill and Bountiful Winkers. A motion, please, for that. Commissioner Orton, thank you very much. A second. Commissioner Owens, thank you very much. All in favor say aye. Any opposed, say nay. That passes unanimously. Your next item for the ready to operate, please, Craig.
All right, thank you. So this month we do have 60 year-round licenses available for the restaurant full service licenses. Also, we do have 3 summer seasonal that are out there. We do have 3 applicants that are ready to operate. Blazie's Kitchen in Salt Lake City, Ozora Izakaya Japanese Bar and Tapas in Salt Lake City, and K's in Salt Lake City. Those applications are complete and do meet the statutory requirements.
Thank you very much. Any questions for Craig? Seeing none, we'll now move to a motion on the ready to operate. The Lazie's Kitchen, Ozora Izakaya Japanese Bar, and Tapas and Kaza. A motion to approve, please. Commissioner Owens, thank you. A second, please, Commissioner Orton, thank you. All in favor say aye. Any opposed, say nay. Passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Now, all other applicants.
Good, thank you. So we do have 7 applications. I do want to note that items 1, 2, and 3, they are currently open. They're just wishing to add alcohol to their menus. First one is La Fountain Restaurant in Tooele. It is conditional, and they will be surrendering a restaurant beer-only license if approved. Item number 2 is Smothered Burrito in West Jordan, also conditional. Item number 3, Los Molcayetes of Logan Inc. in Logan is conditional. Item number 4 is Ramblin' Roads Restaurant in Salt Lake City, and also number 5 is a second location for a Ramblin' Roads Restaurant in Salt Lake City. Both of those ones are conditional. Item number 6 is Hell's Backbone Grill in Boulder, also conditional. And finally, item number 7 is Big Mango Thai Kitchen and Bar in Riverton. That is also conditional. Those applications do meet the statutory requirements for a conditional license.
Thank you very much. Now a motion. Any questions for Craig? Seeing none, a motion now to approve all other applicants. Commissioner Orton, please. A second. Commissioner Owens, thank you. Thank you, Commissioner. All in favor say aye. Any opposed say nay. Passes unanimously as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Craig. That brings us to item number 11. Do we have any individuals here present today who would like to provide comments, public comments to the commission?
Chair Handy,
Please, Commissioner.
I just wanted to make a quick note for those listening to the meeting. There were several violations this month that we approved where licensees, bars particularly, were cited for not having food available. So I just thought it might be important to have a reminder that food must be available when you're serving spirits. So just a note, I thought that stuck out to me with the violations on the consent calendar that we approved. I've never seen that many citations for that item before, so.
Interestingly, you should note that because at chair check-in, we had that same discussion that I had flagged that I had seen several of those.
Well, then
and we
I'm
talked about
stating
it.
your
You
concern
are
as well.
stating the concerns as well. Thank you. Thank you very
Hopefully.
much. But
Thank
that
you.
is really, really terrific that with your experience here to point that out. I think that's really, really critical. Do we have anyone online, Vicky? All right. Does anyone else want to say anything? Like, how about a motion to thank you for being here today. Thank you for being here today, and our great staff for all of your great work and helping us through this in an expeditious manner. We wish you all well in this lovely weather. It's going to change again. Winter's not over. A motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
So moved from Commissioner Tui. All in favor say aye,
Aye.
and enjoy your day. Take off.
Thank you.